guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode. Sorry if I sound a bit groggy, I got a bit on the drink last night. I got pretty smashed and now it's time to work on my cars and I'm pretty disappointed about my R33. I'll explain why soon, what's going on with the Fully Forge rebuild and why it's taking so long right now. So I thought, well, that's on pause at the moment. I thought I'd start working on this. I'm going to write down a list and show you guys what needs to be done before I can take this on the track. There's a fair few things to do and it's really annoying. It's just like all the little stupid things. But hopefully we get there and get this bad boy running. I also get inboxed as well why I own this S14 as well and why I'm not tracking the R33. I will take the R33 on track days, but because I'm going to be doing stuff in the mountains and the street and stuff, it'll be getting abused out there and abused on the track. So this car's going to be mainly for tandems and going all out. So this is like a really good practice drift car, whereas that, I do not want to damage that 33 in tandems. I would go on tracks, have fun, but I won't be drifting with anybody with the R33. I'll be having my fun, but the S14 is just to take things to a whole new level. So I'm going to start up this S14. I'll let it run for a bit. It's got this like weird smell. It's probably because it's just been sitting there for a while. I try to let this car start up at least, you know, once every couple of weeks. I should do it more often. Oh, I haven't explained what's going on with my block yet. So with my block, it's at the engine shop. So what they're doing is they're balancing it. So when I bought the pistons, there were 86.5mm piston heads and the bores in the RB25 are 86mm. So I got the plus 5mm extra, right? Because after 20 years, you'd think the bores would have worn out. No, I could have got the standard size, but right now they're going to re-bore it. So I've got it set on the crankshaft and my harmonic balancer, when they were doing the balancing, the balancer was stuffed. They took it off. And I noticed in the rubber of the harmonic balancer had so many splits in it, so it's not balancing right. So I've had to order a new one on Kudos Motorsport, so hopefully it arrives early in the week, so that way I get it, take it straight to the engine shop, and then get it balanced, and that way I get my block back and start putting the head on, start putting all the manifolds on, start doing all the hoses, and then put the gearbox back on the block, put it back in my R33, and hopefully it starts, it runs. Hopefully it runs all smooth, no leaks, no nothing, and then go get it tuned, do a com test as well while I'm all at it. This RB25 I'm very unsure of, so I'm gonna get a com test. I'm gonna get a com test tool for the S14 because I'm not sure if this RB25 is 100%. I am worried because I don't know what ECU it is. This ECU, it's the stock one, but it's got like some weird stick on it, unless they've just like put a sticker on it. And this turbo is a Garrett T28, so they told me it was a 25-35, and you know, we believed them when we picked it up. Yeah, so the turbo is a T28, and that's not good enough for this RB25. For an SR20, if you want a little more boost, T28 would be perfect for an SR20, but for an RB25, what the who does that, man? Who puts a T28 on an RB25? That's just stupid. So I'm going to put my old Hypergear high flow G3 turbo on this, and I'm going to go internally gated on this S14 because I want to run a straight pipe and just have that nice straight pipe noises that the RB25s have. Whereas the R33, that's going to be a screamer pipe. So I'll have one screamer pipe and one internally gated. The only downside is about this fucking roll cage that it's not cams approved. So I can't take any passengers. I can't do any tandems with this cage, even though it's perfectly fine. They're plated underneath as well. But there's just that law. So this is a Jap spec cage and it looks sick. I like the way it sits up there and the way it curves there. Like the traditional Jap style you'll see at Ibisu. A lot of the guys run these kind of cages. Then I got a bucket seat for this. I got to change the steering wheel to maybe a deep dish steering wheel. I got to fix up the gauges. They work. I just got to fucking get like a plate and mount them somewhere there. Just looks pretty grot right now and I can fix it up. But then again, this is a track car. So don't forget, this is a track car, not a road car. So it's meant to look this trashy. So we're gonna start up the car right now and I'll do a walk around with the car running and I'll pop the hood and show you guys. Problem is the power steering is leaking. So from the reservoir of the power steering pump, that hose that connects to the power steering pump, that's that hose is gone, so it's basically leaking all the power steering fluid. Yeah, all right, slide up nicely. Other than that, here's the gauges, they work. This is the old school Turbo Smart electronic boost controller. I'm gonna keep this and get it somewhere mounted, like in there. Oh, this clutch is way higher than my clutch in my Skyline grabs early. What is that rattling sound? Jesus Christ. See, this is all shit I gotta figure out. Yeah, it's loud as fuck in here. Stinks in here as well. Shit. Man, it sounds really quiet because look how big this muffler is. size of that muffler, man. But other than that, it's all straight piped until there. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take off that tip from that section, and then I'm just gonna get someone to re-weld the straight pipe for me from that section. So I only need about maybe I'll only need about this much piping to make a straight pipe. So I'll delete this big ass muffler, and then we should get that nice RB25 note. That right there is the T28, and the screamer pipe you'll see, this is the old school thrust external gate. And then there's the pipe there that runs all the way down towards there. So I'm going to be taking off this turbo and screamer pipe setup with this external gate, and I'll just sell it to somebody. Hopefully someone buys it, so that way I can just slap on my old turbo and we're good to go. I'm not doing map sensors on this, I'm just sticking with MAF. So with the MAF, I'm going to be changing it to the Z32 one. And this forward facing intake, it's the cut and shut style. So originally it was the J pipe. But what they've done was they've cut it, re-welded it and located at the front with the Hyperflow intercooler. So it's a pretty big boy. So it should be good to make about 260 kilowatts I'm aiming for. So which is about 350 horsepower at the wheels, which is plenty for an S14, and reliability with the RB25 too. Because I definitely do not want to blow the head gasket and go exactly what I'm doing to the R33. That'd be shit. Okay, what was that? It's hiccuping, maybe it's losing petrol. I don't know how much petrol I've got in this thing. Like, I put like 10 liters in it, and I have been using it to go up and down the driveway and do some testing. So I should probably put some petrol in it. It's really noisy in this car, as you guys can probably hear. I really want to take this car around the block just to see how it goes, but I'm really worried about being pulled over. Oh fuck, am I really driving on the road right now? Oh my god, what am I doing? Go back home, abort. Stop it, you're gonna get in trouble, man. Stop, go back. No, I'm going back, fuck this. I'm not getting a $1,000 fine for this shit. Back. Shit, that sounded good. Fucking hell, the wheels are spinning and everything. I gotta remember, because there's the new intake, different turbo setup, the AFRs are probably really bad, so I'm pretty sure that this car is leaning out more than it is running rich. So I definitely need to change this ECU. Once I get my G3 turbo put on, I'm gonna put my old ECU that I had in my R33 into this for now. And then I'm going to get a NIS tune for it. So I'll be getting a NIS tune for this car. But fucking hell, that sounded pretty good. If you guys want to see a replay of that, I'm going to put it right now. I'm not really liking this sound right now. Can you guys hear this? Do you guys hear that? What the fuck? I'm gonna like pop up the bonnet, because what is that? Dude, is that the radiator? What is happening? What is that noise? Oh shit, it's hard doing myself. Fuck, it's the Coolant Overflow. I don't want to open that because I'm pretty paranoid that this is gonna spit. Listen. Shit, this radiator is really bad. If I just did one little pull like that and it's already bubbling, imagine drifting with this radiator. Alright, it's stopped. Let's open it up. Oh, dude, I've never looked in here. It's just all water, man. I hate when people use water for their radiators. Just put proper coolant in it. Water's shit. It fucking burns bad. Why do people do this? People, I understand if you need to get somewhere, emergency, you put water, but fucking hell, just put coolant in your car. I'm gonna dump out this radiator and put my other radiator in. Alright, so that's the list that needs to be done. I'm gonna do the cooling and rad. So the cooling, make sure all the cooler pipes are good, like pretty much check all the hoses which are written down here. So I got my old school radiator. I think it's an eBay radiator that I used to have in my R33, so I'm going to be putting that in the S14. Hopefully it fits up nicely, it doesn't hit up against the belt. Turbo setup, as I said, my old Hypergear High Flow G3 R33 turbo, straight on, slap on. And then this pipe here, I'm going to keep this pipe, get someone to cut it up and re-weld it from the cooler pipe to the turbo, so that way I don't have any awkward bands, it all looks nice and has a good flow. Hoses and gaskets, I'm not sure what gaskets are bad, what hoses are bad, only a couple that I know of, that I'm gonna have to go through all of the gaskets, so check all. My ass is burning on this radiator, god damn it. And bucket seat, for the people that don't know about bucket seats, they hold you in, whereas if you have a stock seat and you're cornering really fast or going sideways, you just have to hold yourself in with your leg up against the center console. You get thrown out of your chair, so that's why you need a bucket seat, because the bucket seats come and sit about here and keep your leg in position, hold you in, so when you're cornering fast, you don't have to worry about holding yourself in. You're all nice and snug and you can sit there cornering fast. And the steering wheel, it's always good to have a nice steering wheel really close to you as well. You don't have your arms full extended, that's not good. Clean the inside of the car where it's really dirty, repaint it, make it look a bit nicer. I want to paint it white so that way when I film events I can have a light in there, and with the white contrast we'll be making the GoPro pick up really nice footage as well, so the white contrast would be really nice for the GoPro. Weld the diff. I have an R34 diff in here, but I want to weld it because when you weld the diff you know it's 100% locked, so that way every time you go to clutch kick you know that both wheels are going to be spinning. Straight pipe. Definitely need to get a straight pipe exhaust made for this so it sounds sick. Clutch, it's an OS Genskin or Genskin, whatever they're called. I'm not 100% sure if this will be good for what I need. It does feel a bit light. If it feels crap, I'll just go buy like an Exceedi heavy duty clutch. They'll be fine for 260 kilowatts. It's a comp test. Definitely got to make sure that every reading is around 150, at least over 145 PSI. I'll be happy with. Anything under, I'll be pretty bummed out. The rest will just be a straight. Someone's pushing it. It's just going to be my beta car. This is the car that'll be running into walls, into other cars, just having fun. So keep the R33 safe with this one. And I forgot to add in the list the ECU. So just a simple NIS tune. A NIS tune's fine. They're cheap. They're about $400. Whereas a Heltec ECU is like $2,000. So I do not want to be putting a Heltec in this. So I forgot to add in these clips as well, that with the flooring, I'm going to be running carpet just to about up to here, and all this I'm going to have like a metal plate covering the back part, and I'm going to sticker bomb this metal plate. So the metal plate there, if you guys have stickers and want to send me stickers, I'll be happy to sticker slap it onto the panel there, so that would look sick. So it'd look nice once I get 2 bucket seats, put the carpet in, have it all white. Roll cages will be painted white as well. And another thing I forgot to add, handbrake. I got a Hydro handbrake installed, and with the Hydro handbrake, with those levers, I have something in mind that I want to custom make for a lever, and it's going to look sick, and I don't think anyone's ever done it, so it's going to turn out mad. This car, man, got my engine right there, or the block. Can fit all this shit back here. Man, that bloody crankshaft is heavier than that RB25 head over there. I'm taking all this to get all cleaned. I want to show you guys, like, these are all my parts for the R33, so I thought I'd give you guys an update on my RB25 Fully Forged build. So I'm sticking with the Aeroflow intercooler. Apparently these are good up to 450 kilowatts, and I'm only pushing probably up to 400, so that'll be plenty. But if it's shit, I'll just get another Aeroflow, like a little bigger one. And then like all my timing kit, water pump stuff. I don't think I've shown you guys my Tomo pump cams. So these are the cams that go on the head. So these are the Tomo ones. They're 256, so they're slightly bigger than standard. If you go bigger, you gotta do more work to fit them in, and I don't wanna deal with that, and it also makes your car laggier as well. But the plus side is, running a bigger cam means it makes your car run lumpy, which sounds awesome. But these are just drop-ins, 256, these will be good. And I've got Supertech valve springs in the head, so with these and the Supertech valve springs, we're golden. It's just your basic, like, you know, your hoses, your water pump. This clutch here, it's not like the ones that you guys probably think it is, just the normal Exceedi heavy duty clutch. This is the extra heavy duty clutch, so it's rated up to 700 horsepower, so that's plenty of meat there. Gaskets, I've already showed that. Oh, the best part out of all of this, look at this. This is like, I'm really happy that I bought this. A 6 boost exhaust manifold. So I've gone with the T3 single scroll, so I'm not going twin scrolls. If you run twin scrolls, it means you can run twin externals, and I'm not going to get to that level. So one external gate will sit here, and I'll have the screamer hidden, nice and tucked. Then we'll have a hypergear turbo sitting up on there. So it's gonna look so sick. I can't wait to put this on. Can't wait to hear what my car sounds like with the new setup. The one thing you should be doing with your RB25 when you're rebuilding it, especially fully forging it, the oil control. So this is your oil restrictors. I ordered 3. 2 are 0.9 millimeters, so they're gonna go to the first 2 galleries. So on the oil restrictor on the last gallery, I'll be blocking it. So those are the 3 you need. So get 2.9 millimeters, and then the last one, block it off. Alright guys, so I thought I'd let you know. This is the Nitto crank collar. So this is gonna sit on front of the crank. So I'm gonna get the engine shop to put this on because there's no way I'm doing this myself. This here is the N1 oil pump. So it's a R34 GDR oil pump. So this is gonna come out handy, and also got the new gasket for it. If you guys enjoyed this video, it was more of an update because I thought I'd let you guys know what's going on between both my cars, and the crap thing I have to wait about the harmonic balancer now. S14, plenty of videos to come. It's just on a pause at the bit because the R33 is more important, because track days you rarely do, whereas street driving you can do anytime you want. So I definitely want to get my 33 fixed. I know you guys want me to do more uploads, but I'm trying to not be that YouTuber that uploads every day. Like a lot of YouTubers like film themselves going out to the shops, getting coffee, talking about their favorite coffee, this and that. It's so stupid. I just want to avoid all that shit. I just want to keep it mainly car stuff. If I go skateboarding or do any kind of style of vlogs, I'll be happy to do that. If you guys want to see more things, let me know in the comment down below what you guys want to see me do, because I just do mainly car stuff for this channel. Sometimes I feel like adding new shit into the channel, like pranks and stuff with car stuff, and I might do that in the future. I'm not sure yet, so let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for the love and support that you guys have been showing ever since I started this channel and been making these videos, and all the supportive comments you guys leave. It really means the world to me, and it keeps me motivated. Can't wait for bigger and better things with the R33 and the S14. Get to meet new people at the track, go have fun, go out for nice drives with mates. I just can't wait for all of that. So thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Catch you guys later.